to be happy.
Have you ever noticed that the news channels mostly feature negative information and hardly feature any positive information? Because the bleak truth is we all like to hear bad news. We all have this bias called the negativity bias. We have this natural inbuilt tendency to focus on negatives instead of positives. Bad experiences trigger more memorable and more stronger emotions than good experiences. Psychologist Roy Baumeister found that people pay more attention to angry faces than smiling faces. If you look at the image of our brain, it looks like a spongy and a weird cauliflower. It is complex and it's constantly learning and developing. Every experience that we have is constantly changing our brain. In prehistoric times, humans were under the threat of attack. They were under the threat of attack either by a predator or by another human being. So their survival was always at risk. Our brain remembers these traces of terrifying information, and so it looks for information around us which can also threat us and let us become anxious. Whether we are facing an armed robbery or a stressful deadline, the same neural connections are activated. Our brain goes into a fight or flight response. Stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline are released into our bloodstream and our energy resources are drained. Recent research says that we can rewire our brain's negativity bias by strengthening our positivity bias. We can actually strengthen our positivity bias by taking the time to relive the positive experience and by savoring the positive experience. Bringing positive experience into our life can be done quickly and easily. Say, for example, that you just responded to an email. Don't just get over it and go on to the next task. Stop for a moment and tell yourself that you accomplished your goal and feel good about yourself for responding to just one email. Another idea is to start a good year box. So at the end of the day, write down one positive thing which happened during the day and put it in this box. This way you will train your brain to focus on the positive things that happened during the day. And at the end of the year, you can take down the whole box and read all the positive notes in it. That way you will have a positive experience all around the year. Another helpful practice is to start your day by looking at all the positive things that you have. It can be as simple as being thankful for waking up with good health and waking up in a silent and quiet space. It can actually train our brain to look at the positive things and also help us to be more grateful for all the things that we have. Another thing which you can do to increase your positivity bias is by imagining a positive experience. You can imagine yourself eating your favorite delicious meal. It can be an extravagant meal from a restaurant or as simple as eating a vanilla ice cream. So you can bring down the whole image into your brain and then let your mind rewind and think about it for as long as possible. Let yourself experience the happy moments when you add while you are eating this delicious food. And if you get distracted, gently bring your mind back to it and enjoy the experience. This way of remembering and strengthening the positive experience will help us to increase our positivity bias. So, by concentrating on the positive, we can increase our positivity bias and we can enjoy ourselves and live a happy life. This was taken from a beautiful book called Hardwiring Happiness by Rick Hansen. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and also follow me in Instagram and Facebook at Easy to Be Happy. I'll see you again next week. Thank you.